So it looks like Discord's age verification global rollout has now begun. They are testing new ways to verify users' ages, offering more options besides face scans and ID uploads. The company is experimenting with age checks through Google Wallet and credit cards for a small number of users. Discord is also testing selfie and ID verification with partner Encode, so I guess they have another third-party age verification vendor or whatever, which processes facial scans directly on the user's device, so biometric data never leaves the phone. Yeah, not really trusting Discord on this one. Discord says most users will never need to manually verify their age, but for those who do, the company wants to offer several options instead of relying only on facial scans or ID documents. So as I'm sure you guys know, in February, Discord made an announcement saying, yeah, we're going to be doing global ID age verification. They claim they are doing this because the governments are forcing them to do it, but the problem with their claim is no government is making Discord roll this update out globally. Australia and the UK, for example, have mandated Discord to have ID age verification, but those are only two countries. They have since been rolling out ID age verification in those countries, and it is already active since last year, but why do they do a global rollout of ID age verification? They claim they're doing it, for all the other reasons that all the other companies and governments say, oh, of course, to protect the kids, to make sure that they comply with local laws and stuff. Well, one, as I said, that already doesn't make sense because there is no global mandate for Discord to go ahead and do ID age verification. And two, they could also use their vast money and resources to fight against these laws and take the governments to court and be like, yeah, we don't agree with this. We want to fight for the safety of our users. If 4chan and Kiwi Farms can do it, two companies that have nowhere near as much money as Discord does, how come Discord can't do it? But regardless, Discord got a huge amount of backlash, so then they decided that they will be going ahead and pushing back the rollout of global ID age verification. They basically said, yeah, we missed a mark, we actually weren't trying to deceive you guys or whatever. They ended up lying about a lot of things in their statement, and they actually shifted blame over to Persona, which was their former IDH verification vendor. And they said that they will be pushing back the rollout, and they didn't give a clear date, but it seems like now they're starting to go ahead and start rolling out global IDH verification slowly through the process of Google Wallets and stuff like that. So, obviously it is good that they are giving people more options, but I just don't trust Discord at all anymore. They have been harvesting biometric data since last year, and as we all know, they had a huge biometric data leak where 70,000 government IDs were leaked because of their negligence and negligence of the third-party company that they were working with. And it has already been proven essentially that there was actually way more than 70,000 government IDs that were exposed. The hackers confirmed a number of about 2 million. So they said that they were delaying the plans about age verification, but that they wanted to explore other options on how they're going to be doing it. So now, once again, now they're going ahead and dipping their toes back in age verification. This time, they're going to be using Google Wallets and credit card details to check whether people are over 18, but it doesn't seem like it's giving up on the face scan idea either. Of course they're not. They want to go ahead and harvest everyone's biometric data. They're not going to be giving up on face scans anytime soon. So they updated their documentation on how to perform an age assurance check on its platform. For a while, all the page listed was a message about the initial delay and instructions through the face scan method, but recently the following note was added to the top. Between June and July 2026, we're testing a few new age assurance methods, including Google Wallet and credit card check, to provide more options for the small percentage of users who may need to manually assure. They keep saying the same thing about a small percentage of users as if that's supposed to make us feel better or something. But first of all, you guys should not be harvesting biometric data to begin with. That is a very invasive process, and it just goes to show the mass surveillance world that we live in right now. And secondly, why the hell should we even trust you guys at all when you guys have already had a data leak with Australia and the UK? You guys couldn't even handle it in terms of two countries, two regions in the world. Now you guys are going to be doing global ID age verification, and you guys expect us to trust you with our information? It doesn't even make any sense. So the idea behind the whole credit card information thing is if someone owns a credit card, they are over 18 and can access adult content. If done correctly, it could be a good non-invasive way to verify someone's age, especially if they're already paying for Discord Nitro and Boost with the card. Well, what if you're not paying for Discord Nitro or Boost or anything like that? Then you have to go ahead and hand over another piece of your information to Discord, which again, people would likely be skeptical on doing because of their whole data breach that has happened. Discord is still going to be doing face scans, and they're testing ID scan and selfie methods with a new vendor called Encode. So what is this, their third vendor now? They've had Persona, they had KID, and now they have Encode. This is likely in response to concerns about Discord's previous partner, which leaked 70,000 ID photos and stresses that this new ID method is strictly done on device. Once again, how the hell can we trust anything that Discord says when they've already had an ID leak and they've been proven to have lied about their whole age verification process since last year? Here's a great tweet from a Twitter account named TechFalcon, which really summarizes all of this together. So in October of 2025, their age verification vendor was breached. As you guys know, all those government IDs got leaked. The names, emails, and credit card information was exposed. Not Discord directly, but a third-party vendor that they were working with. And they said, oh, trust us. This vendor is going to handle your information with great care. You don't have to worry about it at all. So then in February 2026, global age verification anyway, despite the fact that they had a massive ID leak, and all that biometric data was out there. So even though they already had the ID breach only a few months prior, they decided to do global ID age verification anyways. And as I did say, they did decide to do that. There is no law out there that has mandated Discord to do global ID age verification. That was their choice to do so. So the backlash was significant. So then Discord paused the global rollout, and now they're testing the Google Wallet, credit card, and encode stuff. So some details worth knowing. Apparently, they claim, again, I don't know whether to believe this or not, over 90% of users will never be prompted because Discord runs a background AI model that is actually watching everything you do on Discord, where they will be predicting your age from the age of your account, your payment history, the server types, and this type of activity that you do. They never informed us on this until very recently. So think about that. They were watching everything that you do with their weird AI systems to go ahead and calculate your age anyways. And so they claim that that is like super accurate or whatever. But if it's anything like YouTube's AI ID age verification thing, where they're going ahead and using their AI to watch what you do, it's probably not accurate at all. So the credit card check works as a possession proxy. So if you have a card, Discord assumes you are an adult. They say they only receive a yes or no result. Once again, I just don't know whether to trust anything that Discord says. So their new third-party verification vendor, Encode, processes facial scans on device. So your biometric data supposedly never leaves your phone. This was a requirement Discord set after dropping their previous vendor Persona for not meeting it. So keep in mind, I'm pretty sure Discord said this before when they did the initial IDH verification in Australia and the UK. And what happened? All that information got leaked. So Discord now has used 3 different age verification vendors. Yeah, and this was something we pointed out earlier. Persona, KID, and Encode in testing. Each switch came after a problem with the previous one. So I implore you guys, I just want to ask you guys a question. Why the hell would we trust Discord with our information if they are on their 3rd age verification vendor? And, obviously last one had like a problem with it. Who knows? Maybe Encode will have some sort of problem with it as well. It's supposed to be a third party vendor. That doesn't mean you get 3 of them, Discord. I think you might have had a little bit of a misconception there. So the EFF warns that this normalizes sweeping demands for identity verification. Discord promised full vendor transparency. There is still no technical diagram showing exactly what data flows through the Google Wallet or credit card verification pipeline. The platform that leaked 70,000 ID photos is now asking for your credit card, your Google Wallet, and your face. So yeah, not exactly rushing over to hand Discord all of my information, and neither should all of you guys. So here's an article analyzing what KID does when you go ahead and give them your ID, right? So KID facilitates age assurance. It is technically an orchestration platform, not a biometrics vendor. So it may process the selfie, but the technology it uses to analyze facial features on device is provided by external vendors, or in the lingo of KID's privacy policy, sub-processors. According to KID's privacy policy, it offers multiple third-party FAE solutions for our customers to comply with laws that require age assurance. It highlights facial age estimation from privately, which runs on device, using various age signals to return a vector to the relying party. Neither KID nor its service providers collect any photos or other biometric information from you. Regardless of what method you use, KID does not receive the information you provide to prove your age status. I don't know. I just don't trust anything that any of these people related to Discord say. So again, it just kind of shows there's a lack of transparency in providing information about how age checks for Discord will work. While privately is the provider mentioned in the KID privacy policy as providing on-device FAE, KID's list of sub-processors also included Veradid, or however the hell you say that, for, quote, age checks based on ID documents and server-based facial age estimation. Discord had promised full transparency on vendors. We will document every verification vendor we work with on our website. You should not have to guess who's handling your information. But now, Encode has been added to the mix as an experiment per Discord's announcement. The experiment, quote, may not be available to all users, but there is no indication of how or when Discord will advise a user which FAE method is being deployed in any given scenario. So it's not enough to insist that all third-party vendors are responsible data handlers. The identity industry increasingly demands measurable assurance, and that knowledge demands full, clear disclosure of which firms are performing the service for any given transaction. So as usual, Discord isn't being totally honest here. So yeah, I mean, if there's any other ways that I could say, hey, don't give Discord your ID, I would find a way to do it. But I think I've kind of made my point to you guys. There is no planet where you guys should be giving over an ID, an AI facial scan, a credit card. Hell, don't even give them your real name. Don't give Discord any type of information when they've had such a massive data leak, when they've been proven to lie over and over again, and when they aren't even being transparent about which vendors are looking at your information. They started off with, what is it, like KID, Persona, now it's on Encode. I mean, what the hell? Like, I don't even know what they're trying to do over here. And again, they're trying to be like, oh, but trust us, guys. Just trust us with your information. Everything's all good. We're going to take care of all that information. And you know what? Why we're doing it? Oh, it's just to protect the kids. Of course it is. I don't know, man. I don't trust a single word that Discord says, and neither should you. Discord ID age verification seems to be globally rolling out slowly, and just because they're using credit cards and Google Wallets doesn't make me feel any more comfortable. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the situation in the comments. Discord's ID age verification is rolling out. Please leave a like in the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. See ya.